What was the question again?
The white validation, the mainstream validation.
Yeah, the white.
What did she say?
Oh, she was asking if we would address the issue of the what would be called white validation or the mainstream validation of receiving a MacArthur. Well, I have to say that
I never thought of it that way. I'm sorry. No, seriously, never thought.
You know why I never thought of it that way? Because the people that wrote me, I have a box of over 100 letters that came from all over, from all kinds of different communities, telling me how thankful they were that I got it. Because when they woke up in the morning and they read the newspaper, they were like in some restaurant in like Sonoma, and they stood up and screamed, you know, that somehow the recognition that Chicano art, because the same year someone got a MacArthur for the study of the Roman Empire. So the study of Chicano art and the making of Chicano art, they could never imagine would be on that level of value. So it wasn't even about me, it was that one of us who make this thing called Chicano art had gotten the bendición.
Yes.
So I guess I didn't even think of it as white, although I do know that from that point on, that it is one of the labels as a scholar in the academic world. It's one of the reasons my university was nice to me for a long time when they didn't want to be. Because I was the only MacArthur they had, and they had to, and they put it on their website. Okay, so they couldn't really like trash me after they put all that stuff out there. But I think in general, what I found from it was the greatest gift of all are the other MacArthurs.
Right.
Wow. You get this chance. This doesn't go on anymore. They've become very, very conservative. But they used to have a place called, it still exists, the Jefferson Institute. Joan Abramson, who was also, so say I'm working on a project. Somebody's working on one on mourning and death. Send out a call. They funded all of us to come to this person's. When Marion Wright Edelman was doing her first campaign against gun control, 10 of us were brought to New Jersey to one of the big housing centers that Monsignor William runs, and we sat around and talked to her about that. There was another group that went to Chiapas, and it was on biodiversity and cultural diversity, and they brought in people from, you know, just all kinds of ethnobotanists, and it was fantastic. So the door opens for you to meet all these people, particularly from other fields. So I think that, to me, that was the value of it. And I am not naive, I know it means something.
No, for me it was, as you said, to be among the people that you actually stand face to face and you see the vision. It's like really, it was very strange, because I had never been in a company of people that had so many visions. You actually talk to the person, you see it. You see where that person is coming from in a very, very clear way. But the letters and the phone calls that I got, one caught my attention, and I think that you probably won't respond to your question, but it said to me, she said, "Thank you for raising the bar among the Latinos." And I thought, oh my God, I'm making it really difficult for other people to get this thing.
Terrible.
And actually that's what she meant. And it was really interesting, because I thought that I had always felt, because of the challenging qualities of my work, that I had always been up to that moment seen as this person that makes jokes with the work, this person that is actually conceptual. There was a tension. You know, it's like, yeah, we're not going to take him seriously, but there it is. And then by saying that, and by happening when I looked at the work, it was, and I'm talking about in the Latino and outside the Latino community, there was a sense of like, we better take this thing seriously.
Well, one of the things I'm most proud of, and Sandra Cineros initiated it, is that we formed a group called the MacArthurs. And the MacArthurs are the first and only ethnic group within the MacArthurs to organize, and the MacArthur people were livid. They wrote us like cease and desist letters, because their whole thing is it's like a secret, and it's like so precious. And all of a sudden we just all started clumping ourselves together, and we did different cities. So we did San Antonio twice, we did San Jose, I couldn't go to Valdemar's one in the Midwest, so any Latino MacArthur, Chicano MacArthur can call it, and then we try to raise money, and then the city hosts us, and our job is to go to child care centers, senior citizen centers, college campuses, anywhere where people want us And the general consensus was that our community is not always seen as having valuable resources, both intellectually and culturally, by the outside world. So if these 20 people show up who have degrees and backgrounds and make all these things, and they show up, that shows our children and our grandparents that it was worth it all, that there is a future. That was the point of it. So I was always happy about that.